Did you just start learning the piano and you have no idea how to practice or what to even practice? This video will cover the perfect daily practice routine for beginner pianists. It will get you to playing your favorite songs fast. There is no fluff in this video. This is what you need to do. And if you want more videos like this, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified every single time I post a video about how to go from zero to playing your favorite songs in months, not years. And let's get started. All right, let's get into this perfect beginner practice routine. The first part of your routine is a warm-up, and the warm-up is going to be broken into 3 special parts. The first part is going to be finger work. This is going to be exercising your fingers and making sure they can move quickly. The second part is going to be scales, and the third part of the warm-up is going to be chords. All right, let's get into the finger work. We're going to be running through the 5-finger scale like this. We're going to put our thumb in our right hand on C and our pinky in our left hand on C, and we're going to go up and down. Then we're going to move up to D and do the same thing. Then you're going to move up to E and do the same thing. And you're going to keep doing that all the way up to C. Once you've done that one time, we're going to practice playing it smooth, and then we're going to practice playing it staccato, which means short. So here's an example of playing it smoothly. Here is playing it staccato or short. This is important to warm up because there's different techniques that you're going to be using on the piano, and you really want to get used to these 2 different ways of playing as a beginner. So keep going up, smooth and staccato, all the way up to C, and you'll do it one more time. The next part of your warm-up is going to be the full scale. So you just played a 5-finger scale, but the full scale has 8 notes. And we're going to start on an interesting scale. Most people start with C major, but I'm going to tell you to actually start with the D flat major scale. Now don't freak out. I know that sounds terrifying. Hear me out. The D flat major scale is actually the easiest one to start with. So what you can do is put finger 2 and 3 on the set of 2 black keys, and you can practice what we call blocking the scale. That means it's going to sound really ugly, but you're going to go like this. Lay them together. Play F with your thumb, play all the black keys together, play C with your thumb, and then D flat. And you're blocking the scale. It's going to sound real ugly, but it's going to get your hands used to twisting and turning the way you're going to need to be playing. So watch me play D flat normally. Now put the fingerings on the screen. Be sure to definitely use those fingers. It's really important that you use the right fingers for each scale. Now the reason I made it the D flat scale first is if you look at our left hand, I can also block it in the same way. I'm going to start with a set of 2. Thumb, play all the 3s together. Thumb, D flat, thumb, 3, thumb, 2. Now watch me play it 1 note at a time. My hand's going to do the same thing. So now you're going to find out why I picked the D flat major scale to start with first. It's because your hands are going to be turning at the same time. Other scales won't do that, and I'll show you that later in the video. So watch me play my left hand and my right hand at the same time. Both have thumbs on F now. I'm going to twist at the same time. Thumbs on C, twist, twist back. Thumbs on F. The reason we started with D flat is because most other scales aren't going to do that. Other scales are going to be having you twisting and turning and playing different fingers at the same time. So watch me play the C major scale. was twisting and turning at all different times and using different fingerings. That is really hard to navigate as a beginner. So that is why I say to start with the nice, easy D flat major scale like this, so it's so nice that I'm turning at the same time. So as a beginner, I recommend playing that D flat scale as your first one. And I've recommended this book several times in several of my videos. I recommend ordering that book so that you can learn scales with the correct fingerings. All right, the third part of our warm-up is going to be chords. If you watch this video, I recommend starting with those 4 chords first. So I'm gonna start you off with C major, and I'm gonna show you my chord warm-up. Let's start with our right hand. I'm gonna put my right hand on the lowest part of the piano, and I'm just gonna practice playing the C major chord, C, E, G, moving all the way up the piano. This is gonna help you get used to playing chords one after the other without pausing. Then try it with your left hand. As a beginner, it's going to take you longer to get up the piano without messing up. Once you can do it pretty well with your hands separately, put them together. I would pick a few chords every day and practice doing that warm-up. So you could start with C major, then you could do F major and G major, and that could all be one day. Keep doing those chords until they get easier to you. Then add 3 new chords. So then you could add A minor, D minor, G minor, and keep going until you learn all of the chords for the major and minor keys. This chord warm-up is essential because it helps you get used to playing one chord after the other without stopping. Next up, we're going to cover how to find songs and how to practice a brand new song. But before we get to that, let me know in the comments, what do you struggle with the most with your practicing? All right, after you have warmed up, now we want to learn some songs. After all, that's the whole reason we wanted to play the piano, right? For a beginner, I actually recommend going to a website, www.ultimateguitar.com. On this website, you can search pretty much any song and find the chords to those songs. So I'm going to take you through me looking for a song on this website and the process that I'm going to use for learning a brand new song and every single step I would take for learning this new song. So here I am on ultimateguitar.com. I'm going to search for Imagine by John Lennon. Now I can see the rating, so if I look for the stars, I can see which one is pretty good. So it looks like this is a very good version of the chords. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna look at the top of the song and decide to yourself if you know these chords and you're comfortable playing these chords. It's really nice that they have chord charts as well for the piano. Now you're gonna scroll down and you can see the chords to the song, and it's gonna line up with the lyrics. Just like with our warm-up, I'm gonna take you through a few different phases for learning a new song. So we just found our song. Now what do I do? You should get the basics down of the song. What I would do is I would practice each line in very small chunks, like this. So I just practiced the first 2 lines of the song. I would take it in small chunks like that. Then I could move along and do the next part of the song that has some different chords. So again, I'm just taking it in small chunks. I'm not trying to play the whole song at once. That is too overwhelming. Take it in small chunks. That way you learn a line or two, then add another line or two, then you can practice all of those lines together. This is a more productive way of practicing. While you're in phase 1, you're gonna reach parts of the song that you struggle with. What you need to do is you need to narrow in on the problem. So let's say I was struggling with this part of the song. Going from C major to C major 7. Let's say that stretch was really hard for me. What I would do is I would just practice that one part over and over until I got it right. until it felt easy. I'm not playing anything else. I'm only doing that one part and that's it. So just narrow in on the things you're struggling with, move in small chunks. This is phase one. Once you've learned the whole song with just the basic chords and you can play through it smoothly, now we're gonna be in phase two, where this is gonna be a little bit more fun and we can jazz it up. This is where I can add different styles of playing, dynamics, that means loud and soft. I can change the tempo. So for example, I could end the song slower. So I'm gonna start jazzing it up right now. Instead of just playing the basic chord, I'm going to play it how John Lennon does, where he breaks it up like this. So I'm gonna practice it that way. He also goes like this. So in phase two, I'm jazzing it up like this. There's tons of different ways you can jazz up your songs. Pay attention to how different pianists are playing. You can use arpeggios, you can use dynamics, you can use all kinds of different improvisation techniques to really jazz up the song. In my online program, I really go into this a lot, exactly how to make chords sound great, even for beginners. In phase two, you could also add singing along to the song if you want to, and you could also polish it even more by adding the sustain pedal. This is how I would practice. How many songs should you be working on at a time? I would learn at least 2 to 3 songs at one time. You're not going to learn them overnight. It might take you some time to learn this. It's a long-term project that you can work on, and if you practice a little bit every day, you're going to make so much progress. Now, some common questions. This is a very common question I get, which is, how long should I practice? I don't tell people a specific amount of time that they should practice. I tell them to set a goal for each week or each day, and however long it takes for you to accomplish that goal is how long you should practice. But if you really want an answer, then I would say 30 minutes to an hour. But if you really don't have much time, then just do 10 minutes and watch my morning routine video that covers this. So let's say you're a beginner and you're bogged down in music theory and boring children's songs, and you just want to play songs you like and learn how to jazz them up and have fun with them. If that's you, be sure to schedule a call at the link in the description if you'd like to go from 0 to playing your favorite songs in months, not years. And be sure to like and subscribe if this video helped you, and be sure to comment below and let me know, what do you struggle with the most about practicing the piano? And I will see you next time.